Scouts of Ukraine's 3rd Assault Brigade of the 3rd Army Corps have stopped the advance of a Russian sabotage and reconnaissance group in Novoselivka area of eastern Donetsk region. The operation has prevented Russians from creating a bridgehead for an offensive on Oskol River and from cutting the Izium-Sloviansk highway. Video footage of the operation has been shared in social media. The scouts of the 3rd Assault Brigade knew the Russians' troops' location in advance and broke into a large industrial building with hangars and basements where Russians were hiding. After fierce fighting, Russian soldiers were offered to surrender, cease fire, and lay down arms in exchange for their lives. After Russians' refusal to surrender, Ukrainians threw grenades into the basement. In close-quarters battle, the Ukrainian fighters advanced room by room where they found dead bodies of killed Russian soldiers. Ukrainian fighters full captured the position. Russian servicemen in the area were in panic and sought to contact to their command but failed.
Putin's army attacked Ukrainian armed forces positions near Oleksiivka in the Sumy region. Meanwhile, Ukrainian forces counterattacked enemy troops near Kostiantynivka, Sadki, and Yunakovka. A Russian military correspondent, allegedly linked to the northern group of Russian forces, stated that relatives of approximately 200 servicemen from the 186th Motorized Rifle Regiment of the Russian Armed Forces are asking the Russian military command to evacuate the group, including the bodies of the deceased servicemen. At the same time, the military correspondent claims that this regiment has been operating in the Kurilovka area in the Kursk region since September 2025. Z Channel also claims that Colonel General Yevgeny Nikiforov, commander of the Northern Group of Forces, ignored the Russian General Staff's ban on the use of territorial command units of motorized rifle regiments formed from Russian Aerospace Forces personnel in offensive operations. Nikiforov sent motorized rifle units of the Aerospace Forces to replace units of the 1,427th Motorized Rifle Regiment in Tetkino to participate in offensive operations in an attempt to capture Rizevka. The military correspondent claims that units of the 382nd Marine Battalion of the 810th Marine Brigade advanced toward Stepnoy, but then retreated to their original positions. Meanwhile, units of the 3rd Battalion of the 810th Marine Brigade suffered heavy losses while crossing the river in Kondratovka and are not receiving sufficient medical care to combat winter illnesses. The military correspondent claims it's unclear whether Ukrainian troops are maintaining their positions in the southern part of Oleksiivka, where units of the 3rd Battalion of the 30th Motorized Rifle Regiment are attacking and encountering friendly fire. It's also known that Russian troops are withdrawing territorial control units from Yunakovka. In these circumstances, Russia is again trying to defend Kursk with the help of North Korean soldiers. Russian troops do not have enough drones in the Kursk region and are losing personnel on the front in the Liman region. And in the Kursk region, DPRK soldiers are being trained to fight in modern conditions. This is stated in the latest report of the Institute for the Study of War. It is noted that Russian troops continued offensive operations in the northern part of Sumy region, but they are not making any progress. A Russian military blogger associated with the Russian group of troops North stated that the medical staff of the Russian 1st Motorized Rifle Regiment operating in the Kursk region is poorly organized, unable to provide quality medical care, and has low combat effectiveness. He also claims that North Korean troops in the Kursk region are actively testing North Korean weapons, including multiple launch rocket systems, in the Ukrainian theater of operations in order to gain useful knowledge about modern warfare.